So here we have the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. I built the Dead by Daylight version. It's not as accurate as it is in the game, but I try to do what I could with what the game offered. So right here is the side of the building. I added some black fog, and those red things you saw are the entity. This is the main lobby. We have some Foxy plushes here. These actually cost like 30,000 each to make. And I have some more prizes back here. That's the vault that's in the game. And this is the main showroom. You can see there's a bunch of clutter. There's tables everywhere, stuff on top of the tables. And right here I'm approaching the main stage. Here we have Freddy and the gang. And right here you can see it's an open roof with the entity falling through. And we got Chica's cupcake right there. So right here it's a bit laggy because I have a lot of plot data on this. Because I had to use a lot of basic shapes. So that's why you'll see some choppy lag. These animatronics actually cost around 120,000. And right here we have another stage. And there you can see I put Foxy without his fursuit. And right here we have a little hallway that leads to the stages. And right here's where the magic gets done. As you can see, I have the heads of the animatronics here. And again, it's a little choppy lag. And on this chair, I put Foxy without his suit. He's being experimented on currently. And here you can see some structure that I put on the roofs. And this is the loading dock area. That's actually the first prototype of a mask I made. I didn't want to delete it, but I just decided to keep it there. And right here's the back of the loading dock. And we have the backstage, some stuff on some shelves, some boxes, and a little bit more structural on the roof, and a very large hole in the back of the building. Also, the entity's doing. And here we have the stage again. And you can see Bonnie's guitar right there. Now we're gonna start making our way towards the kitchen. Right here is where you'd order and make some custom pizzas right there. And a little custom arcade sign. I used basic shapes for that as well. And here's the kitchen. These pizza boxes were also basic shapes with a decal. So here we have shelves full with pizza boxes. And then we have a rotting ham over there that we're gonna get to in a little. Right here we got the entity on the stove and some maggots and rotting ham. Right here we have the restrooms. And that's clipping a little bit. Just ignore that. And we have a little back exit that the entity made. And then we'll be entering the arcade. Right here I made some custom claw machines. We got some prizes in there. A little Foxy plush down there. These cost around also like 35,000 to make. Cost almost as much as the Foxy plush. And I kind of just copy and pasted them and recolored them, and here's the ball pit. And for the ball pit, I thought of using basic shapes, but that would have been too much money and too much plot data, so I went with balloons on a basic shape. And structural for the ropes. And yeah, that's the arcade. And now we're heading into this little back hallway. And I added a robot without fur here. And in Dead by Daylight, he actually falls down. The van itself collapses and then he slides out, kind of like a jump scare. So I wanted to mimic that here.